Hey everybody, welcome back to my Stardew Valley 100-day series. We are in fall, and to start it off, let's go over our goals for this fall season. Alright guys, our first goal is to get the following 3 star drops. I know, 3 in one season. 1 from Krobus, 1 from the dude in the secret woods, and of course, 1 at the Stardew Valley Fair. I want to get a house upgrade, get a second pet, get all my skills to level 10, and this one's gonna be a little tough. I want to complete the greenhouse. This one's easy, but still a goal, obviously. I want at least 1 heart with every single villager, and finally, I want to get a girlfriend. With all that being said, let's get right into fall. Day 57, we started our morning watching our TV, and it's gonna rain tomorrow. That means we will have the ability to catch many of the fall fish tomorrow. As we step outside, we are greeted by Gunther, sharing that we have unlocked the sewers. We began prepping our farm and then heard news of a train passing through. We went up there and gave us wood and stone, some geodes as well. Shortly after, we went to Pierre's and purchased 170 cranberry seeds. This wouldn't be enough to fill out our farm, but it would make some progress on it. I got distracted and went to check my fruit cave. I got a cherry and an apricot. I went back to planting. Oh wait, no, I gotta stop to pet the dino and the chickens and the duck and the cow. Then we went back to watering. We also found 16 mixed seeds and 16 wildflower seeds and some pumpkin seeds to throw in our garden as well. I thought it'd be a good idea to throw some fertilizer down, as well, higher quality means more money. We then went to bed by 11 p.m. Day 58, rain is here, which means it's a fishing day. I ran into town and saw that the bulletin board was ready. I accepted Emily's rock rejuvenation quest. I went to Clint's to process some geodes. Did I get anything new? Yes, I actually did, a limestone. And I donated to the museum. I then decided to go and say hi to Krobus. I love this little guy. I also noticed a star drop. This is 1 to a 3-part goal. I also thought I should give him a gift, as I am trying to get 1 heart of friendship with everyone by the end of fall. So I thought, hey, he's like a void dude, let me give him a void essence. And I think he hates me. Whatever, I'll give him something else later. I decided there's no time like right now to get the mutant carp. So we did. There were a few other fish we had to catch in fall. The walleye, the tiger trout, which unfortunately I did miss. There's the angler, I'll actually forget about till much later. And a brand new introduced fish as well, which I could have caught back in spring. I went home, shipped off my fish, grabbed some gems, and ran to Emily. And found out I gave her the wrong one. So I ran home, grabbed a jade, ran back, gave her the jade, bingo bango, chicken tango. I then went home and crawled into bed. Day 59, I woke up to the beautiful fall sun this morning. I picked some corn and checked my mail. Somehow, Emily managed to shove a whole sewing machine into my mailbox. This girl is really something else. I had to go and catch the tiger trout, so I made my way to the river. I caught it. I then raced Pam to the bus stop. I won, obviously. I was here to catch a specific fish, and no, it wasn't the sandfish. I had to catch the scorpion carp. And it put up a good fight too. I went back to the valley, and upon walking into town, I got another prize ticket, which gave me the new tea. I'm excited about giving this to my soon-to-be wife, but first, I did something I've never done in my Stardew Valley playthroughs before. I bought crab pots. I needed them for the collection page for the fish. Anyway, we went to the community center and we finished the fish bundle completely. That is our 3rd room complete. We only have a few things left too. The whole of the fodders bundle, the duck feather for the dye bundle, a truffle for the chef bundle, and a pomegranate for the enchantress bundle. Plus, of course, the fall and winter forage, the animal bundle, and the fall crops bundle. We then did a bit of foraging, and for the big reveal, we are going to marry, drumroll please, Emily! So we gave her an emerald and the star drop tea. Then we went home, went to bed, and the glittering boulder was removed. Day 60. Today was spent in the Skull Caverns, and it was an interesting day. We found a hole on floor 2, bringing us to 10, and another one on floor 10, bringing us to 14. Now, I've never really done much skull caverning, but I know that in winter, we're going to spend a lot of time down here. Our goal right now is just 50, but hopefully in summer we can hit 100. We hit another hole actually from 26 to 30, and we're getting down there now. This is past my current record. We ended our trip on floor 38, which is honestly so good for me, and we got 14 iridium. Anyway, we called it a night and went to bed. Day 61, we started our morning checking on our chickens and cow. I think I forgot that I needed a milk bucket in order to milk the cow, and it won't just appear on the floor. We then went to check the traveling cart, which had nothing I needed. Oh well. We then grabbed our geodes and ran over to Clint's to crack them open. Anything new? No. So I took the carts to the bus stop and went to the desert. And we're back to grinding the skull cavern. We found a hole on floor 1, bringing us to floor 8, and that was the only one we found. Nothing else interesting happened. So we went home, and to bed just past midnight. Day 62. This morning, I figured I should plant some more crops. So I hoed out some space on my farm, went to Pierre's, bought some pumpkins, and then went to the Skull Cavern. Nothing happened. Except, well, I did die. Anyway, I planted my pumpkin seeds and went to bed. Day 63. I woke up today pretty bummed I died in the mines the day before. But the traveling cart was going to cheer me up, right? Wrong. I had nothing I wanted. After that disappointment, I went into town and found a quest to kill 6 red slime. Easy. But first, some geode breaking. I got 3 new things. Sweet. I donated them and then ran to the mines. It didn't take me long to kill 6 slimes. In fact, it took me longer to find Lewis after I killed the slimes than it took to, well, kill the slimes. It seemed like I was pretty keen to get today over with because I just ran back home and went to bed at like 4:20. Day 64. I decided to take a look at exactly what I needed left for the community center. 10 hay, 10 wheat, 3 apples, a truffle, a hazelnut, a common mushroom, a pomegranate, all the winter forage except the crystal fruit, and the yam, pumpkin, and eggplant. Now, all of these were easily attainable. In fact, I remember even having a little laugh at my favorite Stardew Valley content creator, Poxiel, when all he forgot in his community center was the truffle. Unfortunately, I remembered this a little too late. You'll see. Anyway, it's cranberry time. After grabbing up my cranberries, I went to go grab Linus's basket. Even though I don't like Linus, I have to become his friend at some point. I then went over to Pierre's, quickly selling off my harvest and purchasing an amaranth seed and 120 more pumpkins. Then I went to return Linus's basket, back home to plant my pumpkin seeds, fertilize them, and then back out into town. In town, I saw I had another quest choice. I chose Clint's to kill a bunch of dust sprites, since I had to anyway, so I did. And then I went home. And on to day 65. The bookseller's in town, and I actually have some money, so I might be able to actually buy a book. But first, I collected my sunflowers and artichokes. Now is the time I make the best decision I've needed to make for a while. Changing my profession. And buying Krobus' star drop. Oh wait, I don't? I buy a void egg? Alright. I also picked up a prize ticket from the quest board and waited outside Lewis's. I got a bed, and then I went to take a look at the books. I traded a book in for stuffing, and I even got a book of stars, which gave me XP in every skill. My skills are now as follows: farming 10, mining 9, foraging 8, level 10 fishing, and combat 7. Now, in order to reach my goal, I'm really gonna have to farm out this XP, but that's a later splashy problem. I then run home and grab a few things from my chest. 1, a refined quartz for the quest from Elliot, which gives us another prize ticket. I donate my dino egg to the museum. Then I went to give Emily an aquamarine, but I instead walk in on some rock crystal seance thing. Anyway, I bring the aquamarine to Emily at her aerobics class. I then complete something I haven't done before, and I collect one of the 3 statues. I didn't think that this one would be the first one, but I got it. And then went on a hunt for a hazelnut, which I did not find. I went all the way around town, but no luck. So I climbed into bed and got to reset my farming profession. I ended up with artisan. Day 66. I spent my morning standing by my furnaces as I smelted gold for 5 hours. And then I ran to Clint's, selling off whatever gems I had to make the money I needed to upgrade my pickaxe. I was tired of this steel one. I then went to gift Emily, and instead I entered her dream and then watched her save a bird? She's so strange, I love her. Before I could forget, I traded in my prize ticket from Elliot and got 4 quality sprinklers. Not bad, not bad. On my walk home, I took the scenic route, and I noticed Marnie was actually attending her shop. Oh, I was able to purchase a milk pail. Finally. I went around foraging for the hazelnut yet again, and instead ended up drinking a beer with Shane. I then went to bed. Day 67, I woke up to beautiful rain on my farm. The first thing I did was run over and milk my cow, which got me the large milk I needed to complete the animal bundle. Shortly after, I thought today would be the perfect day to catch the angler, which is the second last legendary fish I need to catch, and any other fish I could get. I then went to the beach to catch a sea cucumber and an albacore? And to end off the fishing today, I went to catch a midnight carp, thus concluding my day of fish hunting. I woke up to my gold pickaxe being ready on day 68. Fabulous. First things first, checking the traveling cart. We're really holding on to hope for a truffle at this point, and I did not get it. So I ran to Clint's, grabbing my pickaxe after he opened, and still made it to the bus stop before Pam. We made it the first 8 floors pretty easily, and then got a shaft for another 8 floors. I recently learned that bombs are kinda useful, so I've been trying to make them and use them when I can. We made it a few more floors, and then got another drop shaft to floor 27. And then another drop shaft at floor 30 to floor 39. At 10 p.m., we are cutting it close to our goal of 50 floors, as we were at floor 48 and we're out of food. On floor 49, we get to the serpent fog thing, and then one of the serpents drop a ladder. Perfect. And then we die. But we didn't actually lose that much, so that's fine. We made the sidewalk home and into bed. Day 69. Nice. We woke up to a bunch of cranberries and some pumpkins too. We actually got super lucky and got our last apple in the fruit cave. And I realized I actually don't have enough hay or wheat for the bundle, so I hope I remember to grab it. I went and sold off all my harvest to Pierre. However, I didn't sell off my fairy roses because I decided to give them out to people. In fact, I accidentally gave Abigail a birthday present. Glad it worked out. I ran around town for a bit, and I actually made my way back to Pierre's to grab a yam, and I did actually end up grabbing 25 wheat. I set up my inventory for a Skull Cavern dive tomorrow. For those of you who don't know, on Sundays you can trade jade into the Traveler dude for staircases. So I grabbed 22 jade, had some coffee, spicy eel, and salad, and I went to bed early because I was just so excited. I wanted to beat my floor 50 record. Day 70. The spirits weren't in good humor today, but I still wanted to do this dive. But first, one important thing to get out of the way, the traveling cart. Truffle? No. Alright, let's go to Skull Cavern. And the first level is infested. Awesome. So I staircased. I'll give a brief recap. Infested floor, 2 mist swarm thingies, hole on 12 to 16, got my first ever treasure floor, got a cherry sapling, then I fell 7 floors to floor 30, got another 6 floors to floor 36, got 2 back-to-back rabbit's feet from serpents on floor 45, got my first prismatic the same, meaning I get a new sword, another treasure floor with 2 energy tonics, and left the mines on floor 67. I went and got my sword before heading home and to bed. Day 71. The fair is tomorrow, and this had me panic all day. I ran around, grabbed whatever I could, calculated what I would get. Third. New plan. Lewis's underwear. So I went to give Marnie, and realized I didn't have 2 hearts with her, so I couldn't go in her bedroom and grab them. But I remembered something I actually saw on another YouTube video. First I had to run home. I grabbed 99 stone and made a staircase, and I entered Lewis's room. Wait, I wasn't friends with him. Okay, another Google. He likes hot peppers. I know I have one at home. I grab it, I run to find Lewis at Robin's, and then back to Lewis's house. If you enter his room and put a staircase on the floor and then do a maze, you get his underwear. I escape out of his home, literally being haunted by a ghost pair of his underwear, and I pick up Gus's famous omelet outside at the community board. I then spend the rest of my night grinding out my foraging skill, passing out while chopping a tree. It's day 72, but first, a word from Editor Splashy. I found out I can actually record my Stardew Valley audio without picking up the movie audio of what I'm watching while I play. So now you'll have audio when I choose to include it. Sometimes. Anyway, we head into the festival at 9 a.m. After collecting my eggs on the farm, I immediately put my underpants into the display and say hi to everyone at the fair. As you can see, I got 75 stars to keep my mouth shut, and I bet them all on green. And I won 1,500. I won again. 3,000 on green. Again. 6,000 on green. I never lose. I buy my rare crow and I get the first star drop. I then go back home and crawl into bed. I started my morning on day 73 by harvesting the wheat I needed for the fodder bundle and my sunflowers. I also began collecting some eggs. I'll need this for Gus's omelet. I grabbed all my geodes and the amaranth that I collected a few days ago and went to give it to Marnie. And I gave my sunflowers out to some people around town. Then I went and broke open some geodes and mystery boxes, and I got a book of mysteries. This will make finding mystery boxes a little easier. After breaking open all my goodies, I went to Emily's, and I had a little cutscene with her where she showed me her dancing. Oh, get it, girl. We were only 2 hearts away from making her my girlfriend. We then went by the community center, finishing the fodder bundle. While we were in town, we swung by the task board and got a quest to go slay some magma crabs. We did that, and then went to get another star drop from our main man, Krobus. We then went home and went to bed. We spent our early morning on day 74 harvesting cranberries, grabbing some eggs, giving Marnie a cave carrot, and then went to town. Robin wants some wood for a quest. And then I went into Pierre's, and I have a cutscene. The one I always dread, the Prairie King game with Abigail. This girl died over and over and got me killed by body blocking. Oh my goodness, I hate this girl. Anyway, I went around giving out more gifts, basically salad. But lots of people seemed to like it. I only had 4 people without a heart: Sebastian, the wizard, Krobus, and Sandy. We gotta get them to 1 heart before the end of fall. We run back home and chop down 2 trees, enough for Robin's quest. And I bring her the wood. We then worked on our foraging the rest of the night, chopping down trees. We cleared out the train station and then filled it with trees to make a tree farm. And then we went home to bed. On day 75, I grabbed some pumpkins, quartz, and void essence. I read that Krobus liked pumpkins, but then his reaction confused me. Anyway, I went to give Sandy a quartz and then went back to Pelican Town. I checked the traveling cart and nothing. We're cutting it so close. And then I gave the wizard his void essence. I realized we needed to get crab pots in order to fill out our collections page for fishing. So I bought 10. I never really dabbled in crab pots, but I've also never really played Stardew Valley this attentively either. I also went and caught the new fish, the goby from the Cindersap waterfalls. Then it was back to chopping trees again. First Cindersap, then the secret woods. But coming out of the secret woods, I saw this. I don't know what this is. Kind of looks like Bigfoot, but it spooked me pretty bad. I went to bed dreading the nightmares that the valley actually held. I had pumpkins to harvest on the morning of 76, and I went to collect even more eggs for Gus's omelet. Adding to our new routine is checking our crab pots every day, or when I remember to. After that, we went to the Skull Caverns. Today is the day we hit mining level 10. Only 2 more skills to go, combat and foraging. Nothing really too interesting happened other than like 10 infested floors. We tucked into bed and leveled up our mining and got blacksmith. We also hit level 8 combat. Day 77. It was raining today, and we started our morning prepping our inventory. We were going back to Skull Caverns, but first, we gave a void essence to the wizard, a diamond to Krobus, checked our crab pots, and then when we went to the desert, we gave Sandy a rabbit's foot. And we only had Sandy left. And then, into the Skull Caverns. We immediately got a hole that dropped us to floor 6. But then nothing really interesting happened after that. We left the mines on floor 36 and went to go to bed. Day 78. I woke up and pet my cat. I really want to get a second pet by the end of fall, but I need to hit 5 hearts with him and get a notification saying that he loves me, and then a letter in the mail from Marnie. We've been at 4 out of 5 hearts for a bit now, so fingers crossed. It was a big pumpkin harvest day, and we got a pomegranate in our fruit cave before our trees ever even finished growing. After harvesting all our pumpkins, we brought our 21 geos over to Clint's. We only got 1 new mineral. We then went to the desert and gave Sandy a present, and we got her to 1 heart. Everyone was at 1 heart. Wait, Chaz. So the friendship decay got to her, but we'll come back to that in time. But for now, it's time to cave dive. During a serpent fog thing, we got 4 ladders side by side, and we got our first ever dino floor. We also got an interesting drop, which we can use when we eventually marry Emily, a bridal veil. We also hit combat level 9 today, only 1 more level. Today was a very eventful day. Day 79, it's storming, and our cranberries are ready. We spend our morning harvesting them. Then we grab a few things and make our way to the community center, dropping off a hazelnut, common mushroom, eggplant, pumpkin, pomegranate, and unlocking the greenhouse. And sadly, we're not going to be able to get a truffle this year, which is devastating since I won't be able to complete the community center in year 1. We only have 2 bundles left. It's the winter forge and the truffle. But restoring the greenhouse wasn't the only interesting thing that happened today. When I went over to Clint's, the first Omni Geode I opened was our 2nd prismatic shard, meaning we can actually donate this one. It was the only new thing we got, but I'm still happy. Leaving Clint's, we picked up a quest for some ectoplasm, and then we went and found Jazz, and successfully got 1 heart with everyone. But even more important, we went into the secret woods with our sweet gemberry, and got another star drop. I've never gotten this one before, so this was pretty sick. Anything else that happened today paled in comparison to these things? Well, except maybe the cutest little guy jumping out of our rundown greenhouse as the Junimos repaired it. Day 80, we're on the last couple days of fall, and it's almost winter. The first thing I did this morning with the new greenhouse was run inside, put a sprinkler down, get some speed grow down, and plant my ancient seed. After that, I grabbed all my eggs and went to the mines. I wanted to find this ectoplasm. It only took me 2 hours. And so I ran to give it to him. But I swung by the saloon first to drop off the eggs, completing the omelet quest. The rest of the day was filled with some miscellaneous tasks. Giving the wizard the ectoplasm, building the barn upgrade at Robin's, chopping down a singular tree to get foraging level 9, and then grinding out my combat level for the rest of the night. I'm gonna have to really push over the next 4 days to hit level 10 in skills. Day 81, I immediately went to the secret woods to get some foraging XP. Then I went to see the book dude. I got the combat level 1 and the ways of the wind so I can move faster. I will be checking around town every day for trees. This includes up by the train tracks at my pretty lackluster tree farm. Then I'll go into the caves for combat XP. Day 82. Today was our 2nd last traveling cart before winter, and we are just praying for the truffle. But unfortunately, it's not our day. We then cut trees in the secret woods and Cindersap. Unfortunately, no level up in either skills today. However, we did make enough money overnight to get the house upgrade tomorrow. Day 83, 2 more days, and today is Spirit's Eve. This morning we woke up and pet our cat. We hit level 5 with Chio, but no notification? I'm afraid we won't be able to get our 2nd pet either. Heading down south, I spy with my little eye a raccoon inhabiting a stump. I honestly don't remember how this stump got here, and I might have missed it in editing. Editing Layla here? Yeah, I totally missed it, and now can't find it. But there was a windstorm, and I gave 100 hardwood to a stump, and now we have this little guy. He wanted some snails and smoked fish. A task for another day. I went to check Marnie's to see if I could get my pet, and I couldn't. So I did some research. I do really have to wait for the notification, and then the next day I'll get a letter, and then I can go get the pet. I'm devastated, because even if I get the notification tomorrow, we won't get the letter in fall. However, I can't let that stop me from my other goals. I went to Robin's and got the house upgrade, and then I went back to the mines. My health actually got too low to finish leveling up, but I went to chop some trees. Then the Spirits Eve festival started. We went and did the maze after purchasing our rare crow, and I like that they added a little back to the start minecart at the end of it. I finished my night by talking with everyone and then went back home. It's the final day of fall, and we have so many unattained goals. I'm feeling a tad defeated. I wake up and I pet my cat, taking in whatever joy I can get from it when I get the notification. I'm gonna get my second pet the first day of winter. We've got a huge harvest this morning, and we went to check the traveling cart, grabbing any forage we see on our way. No truffle. It's a sad day. The rain just feels so perfect. We chop some trees and check Marnie's. Maybe, just maybe, we can get the pet? We can't. However, we have a few more tasks we might be able to get done before the end of the day. First, we go see Emily, and I give her the golden pumpkin. She loves it. And in fact, she loves it so much I get her to 8 hearts. Now the anxiety hits. I can't remember if I have to wait or if Pierre will sell me the bouquet immediately. I go to Pierre's, and he's got the bouquet. I run back to Emily, and before I can even enter the house, something magical happens. I get a second garbage hat. I didn't even know that that was possible. But wait, I still have to ask Emily if she wants to date me, and she said yes. Girlfriend achieved. Only 2 more things I can do to make fall even better, and that's getting my levels up. I need this foraging and combat levels. I cut down my only tree in the spa. Nothing. I go to the mines, and after a few hours, we hit it. Level 10 combat. Only foraging remains. We've cut every tree, grabbed every piece of forage, and the only place left to check is the beach. We get distracted on our way down with 2 prize tickets. We get 20 bombs and a sucky hat. We then walk in on Gus and his omelet in the saloon. There's nothing we can do about foraging. Unfortunately, I actually completely forgot about foraging at the beach, and I failed this goal. We head in our house at 7 p.m. and put the matching garbage hat on our cat, and he looks adorable. Then we head to bed, the last day of fall. It was fun, guys. We got so much done and completed many of our goals. We missed out on a couple, but honestly, I think we did really well. We did get all 3 star drops. We got a house upgrade. We're getting our second pet tomorrow. We got all of our skills except for foraging to level 10, so pretty close. We did finish the greenhouse. We did get 1 heart with every villager, and I got a girlfriend. I really look forward to seeing what we can do in winter, and I hope to see you guys there. Bye!